What is up, everybody? Aiden here for the Dr. 112 channel. Welcome back to Ddlc Literature Club. I know it's been a long time since I've played this game. I've been meaning to play it, but I haven't. I'm meaning to make a list of games I need to play just because I've been meaning to play them, but I haven't, so I'm sorry. So let's let's load our game. Use the skip. Whatever. We loaded our game. Okay. Here we go. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It's been a while, hasn't it, Aiden? I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Did I give them voices before? I don't know if I did. I'm just gonna give them voices now anyways. Thanks for keeping your promise, Aiden. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into a literature when you're not accustomed to it. She seems like she'd kind of have an annoying voice, so... Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Oh, no, I am not doing that. Don't worry. Oh, I don't know. Don't worry, guys. Aiden always gives us his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Wait, did I just give her a Mickey Mouse voice? Whatever, we'll stick with it. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Whoa. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Why would you be jealous? We can be friends. Me and you can be friends. How come you and Hayden can become good friends too? Sayori. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems completely oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori just made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
discuss it if you wanted. You know, but why is she so timid when she says that? I mean, she's like fumbling with her hair in this picture, and she's like looking off to the side, and she's like, we can discuss it if you want to, and I don't know what to do. That's my accurate representation of Yuri right now. That this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I know, right? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. That's not her voice, but whatever. Excuse me. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book. I can't but help notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki... Why am I messing up her name? Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious. I'm really wait, that's how you... What in my words? I'm really curious to ask... I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be... she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Quotation mark, ... quotation mark. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you only have, you have 2 copies of the same book, huh? Detective Doctor is here to solve why you only have 2 of the same book when you should have 5. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading this soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the book. At the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Illuminati. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with the long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Wow! Interesting story. That's kind of... It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Aiden? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals. Goals. Or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, okay? Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to the other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Quotation mark, ... quotation mark. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particular bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide to my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them. Shouldn't that mean I hold the book more between us instead of them? Because that'd be like... third person. No, this is supposed to be like first person, right? Whatever. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, a picture! Isn't this nice? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. thumbnail. That way, I turn, okay. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? Classic anime noise. To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. Ah, I yawned in the middle of the sentence. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I don't know. I know how to pronounce it. I just can't, because whenever I read out loud, I suck. I can try again, but I'm not gonna. Hey. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Yo, hold on. What? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Wouldn't that be like, so, this is my thumb, and then I let go of the page, and then it, like, the page flutters over to her side. She catches the own thumb, yeah, thumbs. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Back here. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Aiden, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing for you to think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna say, empty. That thing is now called empty. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. It's empty, but loud empty. I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. I don't know. We may not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Stop yawning, Aiden. It's 5:05 p.m. It's not even dark outside yet. Quit yawning. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. I think I hit my shock mount. Sorry. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight, which before I only read it with you. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own, in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is in a wrinkle sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I think I should go with that doesn't matter. Why am I taking so long with this? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Yeah, sure. Empty. Questionable empty?
Aiden, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
Why, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like you to read it. Even louder empty. Painful to think about. Whoa. Well, I didn't realize my pants string could go this high. We're going off topic. Empty. Fine. That's not a voice.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, each to their own, I guess.
Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
It sounds like when I was in elementary school, like playing with the xylophones. Hold on, I can play along, right? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Well, isn't this a beautiful poem? I'm not gonna be mean because Natsuki's precious, so I'm gonna say I like it.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just to be honest?
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Yeah. Your Mozart level of a poem. No, not Mozart. What was I thinking? William Shakespeare. How did I get Mozart?
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Yeah, how I'm stuck at 100 subscribers, but Jafia, he has 300, and J-Bro, he has 200. I mean, like, I was the last to join 100 club, and then they left almost as soon as they started, so I'm just stuck here by myself. Oh my god. I bruise easily. I don't care you started a live video. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm left behind. They all ascended without me. The editing Aiden. Why don't I put you through a trouble? Put a picture of Jafia and J-Bro and show them ascending, and then a picture of me over here in the corner crying, huh? Do that. Hey guys, I just hit 100 subscribers. What's going on? Wait, where are you going? Where are you going?
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme. Oh wait, I've been reading that in my voice. Sorry. How do I check the other messages? Is it history? Oh, it is.
But the nice thing about simple writing is that it puts weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how everyone is. You should, because Natsuki looks like she's 10. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Sayori. Hi, Sayori. Empty.
Wow. Aiden, your poem is really bad.
What the heck? Whoa. Whoa, Sayori. What? Yo. What the? Why did you? Was it really that? Oh my god. That's so mean. Eh? Oh.
It's fine, it's fine. It's your first time. Besides, I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me how much you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Dang. That actually, what? I was so confused. She says it's fine now, but she said it was really bad. That's not okay. That's not okay. You really hurt my feelings, Sayori. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like you said before, Aiden. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. For other people, not another. No, those aren't words that you're speaking. That's something only real good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Oh, I like this one. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Whatever. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? Sayori? This is just a guess, but Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night. Well,
well, at least that makes you feel a little better about myself.
don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Do you get as cranky as my... Oh. Do you get as cranky as my cranky boy over there, huh? Do you get as cranky as the cranky crew? Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. I have to frickin' adjust my chair. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yuri. Empty. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Questionable empty. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Like... He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Stop yawning, it's 5:18. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you read a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Empty. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off... Ooh, I lost my words. What? Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick it up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, I obviously can't find my train of words. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, not mine, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. Read, Aiden. Read. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. Oh, I like this. It's like classic. Oh. Classical, the right term for it? I don't know. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's cool. Empty. I am sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Just add that in there. Even though I can always speak. Jesus Christ. I need to hire someone to stand right here, and whenever I mess up talking, they just need to, like, slap me. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. To be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Stop yawning. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Sayori? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Aiden. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. How can you say I glanced over it, but before you said I took, like, a really long time to read? Work on your reasoning there, Yuri. But remember, that poets often... Where's that guy to slap me? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Aiden. Me too. I wonder who's next. Hi, Aiden. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Aiden. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? This is that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Aiden. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, when it counts, then I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, huh? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, he uses simple things. That uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Jesus. Stop yawning. It's very challenging to write stuff that... Whoa! Read, Aiden! Jeez. Seriously, where's the guy to slap me? It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuisances. It can take years of practice, as I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere on her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying something different. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read about my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel like that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, this one has a scroll. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. What? Is this fourth wall breaking? Because it's too late. My retina has already scorched the permanent copy of a meaningless image. Just a little hole that wasn't too bright, but it was too deep. Is she talking about, like, a monitor? Like, my monitor? Is my monitor the hole in her wall that she looks into to see me? But she can't see me, and I can see her. Oh, that's weird. I'm not sure if... I'm probably looking too much into this, but that's what I think. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's, like, what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh my god, quit yawning. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. So just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. For you. This music is great. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess it's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
Yuri... What? I read her name and not the text. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you really have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Aiden did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Aiden liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Well, this music has changed. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Aiden appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Read that for yourself.
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs, Okay then.
I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Aiden started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like
fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Aiden, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem so convoluted for no reason? When the meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Aiden.
Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Aiden? Well? Empty. How did I get dragged into this first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomst ever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki, Yuri, or help me Sayori. Let's go with help me Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, giant up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Empty. But Yuri's expression is so defensive I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Empty. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can TV keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Aiden.
Well, that's her
problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless
Oh, wrong voice.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would...
Oh, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself?
This is exactly why.
This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Weird face thing.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy.
Oh, she's crying.
My friends are wonderful people. I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because?
Well.
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs is the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Okay. Empty. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes up. Sayori, that might have been a little too far. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Aha. Nah. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead. Oh, she might be an airhead. That's mean. But sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person. Really does make a good president. Present? Yeah, Monica's my present. Regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
My voice is just like dunking for Natsuki. Aiden, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Empty. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And outdo myself with a newfound determination.
Aiden, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Surely it's been a while since Sayori have spent this much time together. Ooh. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
Oh, god dang it, hit the mic. Ah! You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Aiden, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Sigh. Or... It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught into the type of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what holds in the future, Sayori. Whatever. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal wow. It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Ah. Well. we have saved. And that will be the end of this video. So if you liked it, hit the like button. In fact, slap or smash it. And I will see all you guys in the next video. So don't forget to leave those likes and comments and subscriptions, because I need them to join the 200 club with J-Bro. Yeah. Okay, I'll see all you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Why can't I be in the clubs with them?